Hello everyone, this is your favorite Uncle Bob back to another video, and today we're going to be looking at the Transformers Age of the Primes fugitive Waspinator, technically Wasp when he's like this, but anyways, before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below which the video or what else you'd like to see in a video. So onto the figure himself, and yes, on the box they call him Waspinator. That's just because Marvel has rights to Wasp, so they can't call him, Wasp, even though they could technically call him Fugitive Wasp. That's neither here nor there, just like they did with Autobot Jazz. Just saying. But anyways, here we have him in his very nice little compact vehicle mode. Like, this thing is tiny. Like, that, seriously, that is a tiny, tiny alt mode. So let's take a quick look at the details. So focus, thank you. Get this lovely green that they used, this kind of a sand green plastic. I really like it, honestly. And you get the nice black racing stripe that goes all the way to the back with the headlight, or not the headlight, the siren picked out in red, headlights picked out in gold, a yellow gold, kind of. Black for the grill and all that. And the rims are picked out in silver, which is nice. The back is not painted, but that is perfectly fine, because if I'm going to have them in alt mode, this is how I'm going to have them displayed, not like this. That's just me personally. I know there's going to be people who do that, so. But yeah, he rolls, very well. He wants to apparently do backups, but okay. So, but for a real quick size comparison, here we have G2 Sideswipe. And yeah, you can definitely see he's a very small, just small. So, and here we have him with his mold buddy. And you can see pretty much what they did. They didn't really do a whole lot to him. The only difference would be in the robot mode. So, but I do love this purple that they did for his windows. So, and ironically, he just feels a little bit better than Bumblebee. I think it's because Bumblebee, they were, some minor tweaks needed to be done, and they couldn't. I don't know. It's typically sometimes the second mold is better than the first. It's just one of those things. So, but as far as accessories, you get 4 of them. You get, if I can pick it up, 2 of these jet boosters done in that same purple plastic with silver paint for the fins. Looks very good. And you get 2 of these stingers done again in that purple plastic, painted actually in a more of a violet, I guess, and silver. So. And all this can store in the alt modes. What you want to do is take the stingers, if this would focus, you get a port on the stingers going into the thrusters. So plug those in, get these plugged in, and using the 5mm ports, pay going into any of the 5mm ports. I personally will plug them up here, but if you wanted to, you can plug them down here to have some, zinging action if you wanted to. But this just looks a little bit more show accurate if he were to have these on the show. So, yeah, looks very good with them. So, overall, I really do dig this alt mode. It looks very nice. Definitely a cute alt mode, but let's get to that robot mode. So, I'll go ahead and remove the accessories and set them off to the side. Next, you want to come to just before this hinge and separate all that. So get this separated, which can be a little bit tricky. There we go. And then you swing it forward on that lime green. So swing that forward about 90 degrees, or it's in parallel with the body, or perpendicular. I know my angles, and I also have to raise up. Okay. So get this out, and it also untabs from right back here. So get this untabbed. There we go. Then take this section, swing it up, bring this down, and this will tab into the body. Kind of, sort of tabs in. Next, take the whole front of the alt mode, bring it down and back. That will snap into place. Rotate the waist 180. Go ahead and split the legs. Open up the hood of the car to flip out this section. You might need a spudger. So get that flipped out. Then you want to rotate that 180. Bring down the foot. Whoops, you don't want to pop this off. So bring down the foot. Flip this in. Gotta play with the turning as well. Then you want to get under here and flip out the heel. Flip out the heel. And there is a foot all done. So do the same thing for this side. So flip this out. Flip up this black piece right in here. So flip that up. Rotate this entire section 180. Flip down the foot. Flip out the heel. Flip out the heel. Come on. There we go. Flip out the heel. And then close this up. So, and there is the lower half all done. So for the upper half, you want to take this half of the hood, bring it down, and this will also tab into place. You got that lime green tab going into that slot right in there. So get that lined up. There we go. Which will bring the head with it. Then just rotate the arms down, and this will also rotate down. Flip out the hand, flip this panel in, rotate the arms. Do the same thing for this side. So flip that all around, flip around the hand, flip that, and there you go. There you have animated Waspinator in robot mode. And he looks okay. Honestly, bring up the shoulders. Yeah, it looks animated-esque with that mix of G1, but still enough animated. So, and yes, this is a transparent piece with a hinge, but that plastic is pretty thick, so I don't think it will break anytime soon. Like, if you're worried about it tabbing in as well, if I can get that untabbed, you can see that it is thick. So, you shouldn't have to worry about it for quite some time. But if you're still cautious about it, handle it with care. So, but let's take a quick look at that face sculpt. So focus, thank you. Definitely that animated vibe. You know, that Derek Wyatt Jr. Don't know why I was having issues with that. Esque head sculpt, so looks good. Get the nice purple eyes, lime green for the face with the lime green for the crest, so looks good. And you get some more of that lime green throughout with the racing stripes. So overall, not too shabby. For that weird jump cut, my microphone decided to die on me. How rude. Anyways, articulation. Head is on a ball joint, so you can get the full upward movement. You don't get any side to side, but you do get the full 360. Mind you of the hinge that will go back on you. Arms can't do a full 360. They can move up at the actual shoulder that far. But if you use this joint, you can get it up just a little bit more. They can go back that far, again, on just that one joint. But if you use this actual joint, you get the full back. You get out that far, just above the elbow rotation. 90 degrees of elbow bend. You do get a wrist or joint. It's just very snug in there, but you do get one. You get a waist rotation. Legs can move forward that far, back that far. Can do the full splits. Thigh rotation. You get over 90 degrees of knee bend. And the feet can move down just a little bit, move up a little bit, and you get ankle tilt, so that's nice. So get that back in there. So there is all of that. Now, what can you do with this is accessories? Well, you can leave them attached like this and just, have them plugged onto the back as a jetpack. Or you can have him hold it as a handheld weapon. Or you can unplug all of them together. Take this panel and flip it open, flip around the hand, flip that back, rotate the hand, and then plug this into its place. I turn the hand the wrong way. Get this plugged in like that. Rotate it so the elbow's inside. Do the same thing for this side. So get this plugged up, flip that panel back. Oh, nope, come back here. Get this plugged up. And you can have him have awkwardly placed stingers. Now, granted, there is a file you can download that I've seen on, I think it's Thingiverse or Colt 3D, something like that, where you can have it at a normal angle. But this is just so that way you can do the whole combined stinger thing, hopefully with the the 2026 Age of the Primes ratchet that comes out will come with his magnets. So yeah. But as far as these go, yeah, you just plug these straight back onto the back. So yeah, overall not, the worst thing that you could have done. I kind of wish that they would have made it by default straight, but oh well. But okay, whatever. Just get this back open, and so we can do some size comparisons. There we go. All right, you'll just have one big stinger. How about that? But anyways, for a real quick size comparison, here we have G2 Sideswipe, and yeah, by a long shot, he's taller. So yeah. And here we have his buddy, the one in boot camp that totally did not rat him out or anything. So they look good together, and cannot wait for, another use of this. Cliff jumper. Sorry, I had something in my throat, guys. Allergy season. So yeah, overall, I do like this one a little bit better than the actual Bumblebee. The tolerances just seem a little bit better, other than the wrist on this side just doesn't like to rotate very well for some reason, and I actually have to put this in his hand to get it to rotate, which is a little bit weird, but oh well. I mean, it could be worse, could not just rotate at all. So, but yeah, overall, definitely worth a pickup in my opinion. So, but I think that is about it. So don't forget to like, subscribe, all the fun stuff, and stay tuned for more video reviews.